Hello and welcome back. Or welcome to some more Backpack Hero. It's now released in 1.0, so the game is fully released now, out of early access. And this is we're on the live or on the actual live branch of the game. No more testing for us, and then so we're gonna go in. So, to, honestly, I think I got 183 hours in this game, like so far. Like and the game just keeps getting better and better. So if you don't know what the game is, so this is kind of like it's a deck building roguelike. You have like a town you get to build. You get to upgrade your guys and go and do things. And so we have, let's see, I don't think I can do any of that. I don't think so. Basically, all the ones I'm looking at here, if you see like the ones that have the little green bar on them, that means I do have a shield that I can put in there. Now I need uncommon footwear for that one. I need that special piece of armor. So basically, what you do is we're gonna do that. We're gonna back out. We're gonna go adventuring here. You can pick one of the five characters. I don't have this one open yet, but Purse is the original character. Satchel does music and charms people. Tote is more summons and brings things in, and then after the fight, everything disappears and all that stuff. And then my favorite character is Crate, which is more it's a robot. Let's go micro build. Micro build sounds like fun. So I kind of have the challenges and discover at least 200 items. Yeah, I think I have something. So what we're gonna do here with Crate, if you haven't seen the game before, is we have this little beam here. It's gonna, or this little the core, and the core is gonna shoot out a beam, and then it will have however many energy pulses I have on it, and as it goes through things, they'll slowly get used. We'll see it here in a second. Let's see, Bramble, or let's go the Bramble today. All right, so the way this works, and the way Crate works, and they all five characters work a little bit different than the other ones. It's great. So you run into little guys, you can do these things. Let's pray for him and see what happens. I feel like in a helpful mood today. We'll go in here. So this is a chest. You can kind of see what it is. Okay. Problem is the big gear isn't going to be really helpful to us because it's so large. We'll take it for now just because we can. So the challenge I have, I'm not going to get any. Basically, I get no experience. So I don't get a way to improve my backpack size. So the trick here is to try to get as much of this stuff going as I can, and try to survive this. So the way this works is I have 3 energy, so it'll come out 3 energy. This thing uses 1 energy per square that it passes through. Every square that it passes through and it uses energy, it basically triggers the item. This thing is going to turn it. This one counts how many spaces since the pulse has traveled, and then it will basically give me the block based on that. And then you want to use all your pulses before it leaves the backpack, if you can. All right. And then like with this one, obviously it'd be better for me because I'm not gonna really get. Well, I'll get to his block, but basically do that, and we're just gonna swing back and forth. The hard part with Crate is to make sure that I actually use my energy pulses before going to the next level or the next round. Sometimes I'll hit the end game thing there before I get to it or get finished. Let's see, we got. I guess we'll take the key. And we'll take the boot. So the shoe hat, basically you can either put it in the top or the bottom row, and it just depends on its configuration of which one you put it in, whether it needs to be in the top or the bottom row. You already got 12. Do that one. And then you can left click and change who you're targeting. So that way you're kind of, do where the most good is. All right, so we got those guys done. My health is deteriorating, and I don't like it. Let's see. None of that stuff is really calling out to me, saying that it would be a good change. Okay, let's go. I think this is probably, it's experience, so this is useless to us. So, and then the exclamation point here, if you click on that, it basically shows you who you're going to fight at the end of the level. All right. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill him. We're going to try. Yeah, we will. We'll get him. So if you kill this guy before he takes off, you get luck. And luck gives you stronger items. Or rare items, not necessarily stronger. Like, this gear would be great, but it's not doing me a lot of good. You're going to heal up. Of course you are. Why wouldn't you? See if we can get it. All right, done. All right, move along. So the weapons this points to get +2 damage. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Is this considered a shield? It is. So let's drop this off. Let's put this in here. Now, the trick with this guy here, this gear, weapons this points at gets +2 damage. So I can actually put this at here, and I'll point there, and I'll get +2 damage. And since I'm not turning the gears, it never changes. So it's great. Yeah. That's one, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure we're using all of our Barts. This guy here is sleeping. All right. So we do have adds 1 energy, which normally without question I would take that. But since I could, if I moved a little bit of stuff around, I could actually get a lot more out of that. Like, it's gonna hurt me not to take that booster. Like, seriously gonna hurt me not to take that booster. I wonder if it would actually be better to take the booster. The problem is I'm not set up to use it right now. All right, you know what? Let's go for future. Let's load that for the future. We will hope that we get good stuff here, so we can do this. We'll get a little bit of hit points, and then we'll run away, and we'll avoid that fight. Those are elites. They're usually a little bit stronger. So this is a collapsing dungeon. If you cross to either path, whichever path you go down, the other path is closed off. Okay, that one's not bad. That one's not bad. It would be great if I could get remaining energy will give us block. That may not be a bad thing. If I do this over here like this, put this guy in, we'll take this. The capacitor, I need to run 8 through it, so which isn't super helpful. The issue is that, so I want to do this. Actually, we'll do that. So basically what's going to happen is we'll fire pulse. It will come out as 3. This will add 1 to it, so it'll become 4. 3, 2, so we'll have 2 coming out. We'll do that, and then this thing is going to give us 12 block. So we're going a little bit more defensive build here, but we're slowly improving. The capacitor would be great, but I think I wonder. think it works if I just shove 3 through it. So we'll play some Tetris here. So we'll see if that works. Yeah, and unfortunately those things still don't kind of work if they tell me what is going on. All right. So let's go here. So hopefully what will happen is we'll cause 8 damage with this. We'll cause 9 damage with this. And then once that's done, then we'll just build a bunch of block. And you were going to... One attacks will do no damage. Alright, so... I don't think that worked. I think I have to pass through it 3 times. Yeah, so that is not doing what I wanted it to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to use item. I'll put that guy in there like that. And then we'll do that. We'll finish reorganizing. And we will do this again. That way we can at least cause a little bit more damage to this guy. Get quite a bit more block. Alright, so the block's not going to do us any good this time because he's not whacking us. So that's fine. It's going to just take us a few turns. And unfortunately, crate sometimes, especially in situations like this, like I could cause a lot more damage and I would actually be better off. But because he's only hit me for so much. But you have to prepare your guy beforehand. So sometimes it can, ooh, what's this one? Flux. Max heat adds 2 block. The problem is, I think, okay, so I can do that. So if I do that one, the problem is I don't have, I need more loops is what I need. So, because if I do this, we may need to just do a complete redesign. We do that. Actually, problem is I can't cause enough damage. Yeah, because it's gonna be 4. Where did I put my shield at? I tossed the shield earlier. Like this would be great, but I'm just not pulling enough to make it useful. Oh no, there's the shield there. So I can do this. This would be better if I had a shield next to it, but we do this one instead. So that'd be 1, 2, and then we still get, and we'll get a lot more block out of this build this way. I'd like to take this thing. The problem is I need a, yeah, I need so many things. We'll do this. We'll prepare for the future and hope that we find good stuff. So basically what will happen now is this pulse is going to come down here and it travels down. It's going to hit this thing twice. And then it'll come back. And because it traveled further, we'll get more block out of this, which will be helpful. All right. Let's go ahead and trigger that. Unfortunately, this thing will only, oh, maybe it does add 2. So 4, 3, 2. Oh yeah. So yeah. So going through that thing twice, what basically we're getting an extra pulse out of it. So that is helpful. If I can get some way to turn it and get it to go around the edge again, I could get a lot more because I could put this thing in there. I could put that thing in there. That one I can't get 3 out of it yet because you need to pass through it 3 times, which is sometimes easier said than done. Oh, good. You're going to try to dodge me again. All right. See how that worked out for you. Automatic hatchet. Yeah, so the automatic hatchet basically does the exact same thing this guy does, except for it does it for murderizing. So the question is do we go damage? And the answer is yes. The arrow is probably not the best option for right now, just because, and honestly, this thing is probably better to do that. We'll do that because now, so this is basically 8 damage for every pulse I can send to it, and we should end up sending 5 pulses, so this should be like 40 damage per turn. Let's see. I don't see anything else. You know, I don't even need that. I'm just gonna toss it, and we're gonna go down here and see what's in this box. We got a different pair of boots. So this is +2. And this does +1 block. So this is probably better for me right now, even though I could probably switch them around, but I can't really get anything in that top row right now. Double poison is not helpful. All right, come here, buddy. I will say, if you run into one of these guys, be careful where you run into them, because I have had issues in the testing branch where I was on top of an event, and I ran into the boss. I beat the boss, it opened it, it triggered the event, and it basically freaked out. So yeah, there's that. All right, so these guys are going to steal my money. I don't like the fact that they're stealing my money. So I'm going to murderize them. So we're still getting 19 block there, so that's helpful. And we should be doing like 40 points of damage per whack. We're going to find it real quick with this guy, because he'll survive the first one. So he's at 76, and he should go to 36. So that's 40 damage every time I hit something right now. So we're doing 40 damage and getting 19 block per turn. So, and the trick with this is you want to start your best to try to get things to start leveling up and start making more and more things. So what happens is, as the bosses go, they get more and more hit points as you get further into the dungeon, and the more hit points they have, or if it takes you longer to kill them, they start getting stronger and stronger. And you get to a point of no return where you can't beat them. Do we want to trade anything? Get a rare item the same type? I don't know if I want to trade my gear. You know what? Let's give you the boot and see what happens. Oh, we got a hat. Probably don't want to have that, but I think it's got to be in the top row. Yeah, +2 block. That's fine. So I think we lost a block. All right. How much money? Sure. Let's see what happens. Oh, good. Coal. That may be useful in the future. So you can set up some stuff where, as things go around, you can kind of refresh this thing. So I could use this twice and then have this cause us to refresh it and then use it again. There's some setup we could do with that and kind of get some craziness going. Deals 8 more damage, but I need 3. This one, you're like, oh great, you got a flipper, and then you put this thing in. So the problem is the first time it goes through, it goes this way, and then the next time it goes through, it goes that way. So every time a pulse goes through it, it flips which direction it goes. So you would think that it's helpful, but you have to be kind of set up to do it right. And then the problem is if something happens and it eats your thing, then it throws it off and it breaks everything. So I really don't like using them. We'll take another capacitor. All right, so now we got choices to make. All right, so I'm going to change this guy to over here. I don't want that down there. That can't be used. That's fine. All right, so that will push me further out. And this is a heat switch. So basically, once it gets used 3 times, then it switches. This is thermal paste or coolant paste. So basically, once you hit your heat limit, it's just destroyed, but it recharges everything around it. The problem is I'd like to put these guys down here like this. But the problem is I don't think I need another pulse. So if I can get a pulsar, that would fix my problem. Actually, a pulsar. Oh God, if I got a pulsar right now, we'd be causing all kinds of damage. All right, let's get rid of him because I don't like the goo. Yeah, so I think I need to go three times to get those to trigger. We're getting there. Slowly. All right. There's a couple of items that if I get, one of a couple of items, I can start using these things. And that 8 damage for everything on the board, that adds up rather quickly. I could do it with a battery once. Let's see. Don't know which one of these is going to be best. The problem is I'm kind of put myself into it. You know what? I can do this. Haha. Oh, that would be fun. But I don't think I have enough things that are considered accessories to really make it worth its while. A redirector wouldn't necessarily be bad. It's not being helpful to me right now. Not being helpful. Jason weapons get poisoned. There's another Turner. It's only 6. Can I get? The problem is I can't really do the stuff I'm trying to do. And being stuck into a point where we can't really choose what we want to do. Ooh, 2 burn to a weapon. That may be fun. Let's do that. So now we'll find out if it hits it like 8 times, or if it hits it 4 times, or if it hits it. Well, no, we won't find out because these guys are all going to die immediately. You know what? Let's kill that guy first. All right. So I don't get to find out how much burn it attaches because I murder them too quickly. We'll do that. We'll get rid of that guy. That way I don't have to deal with his block next turn. Do that. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, that one's fine. The problem is it always goes this way. So if I bring a pulse in from the other direction, it gets weird. I'm running out of places to be able to put things, and you have to be careful where you put that thing. We can just do this for 12 damage for now. Oh, I'm making horrible choices. Oh, look, more experience I can't use. Thanks, buddy. Take a little bit of health. We'll go to the next level. Eventually, we're going to run into a boss, and once we run into the boss, like, here he is. How you doing? So you got 160 damage, so we're going to have to hit him maybe 4 times. We'll find out. He's going to try to poison us and do all kinds of horrible things to us. Oh, nope. It triggers burn for every time it's used. I'm almost sorry. All right, so burn on that is horrible. Well, for them, it's fine for me. Yeah, this boss is not causing us a lot of trouble. All right, there's that. Let's see. Let's get items. All right, so what this does is you'll get an item. So this one's great depending on the weapons you have. Right now, not so good with the weapon I have because it would destroy it, and then I won't have any weapons. This one uses. That one may be good to take. All adjacent items to 0 energy. Adjacent items effect is applied. That one isn't really helpful. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. We'll toss the key maybe, and we'll use this guy. So basically, every time one of these things is used, it should start causing it. And I think these things are used when you put a pulse through them. We'll find out. We'll find out real quick here to find out if it... I don't think there's anything I can really send back. We'll send this back. The problem is I kind of need everything else. The coal would be nice to keep, but I just the odds of me being able to use it are slower and slower. That does add great luck, so we'll go ahead and take that empty vial with us, and we'll throw it at somebody. Go ahead and get. I think I'm just going to take the max health increase. And then Enchanted Swamp or the Cave. Let's go to the swamp. Let's go play with the magic creatures. This will be fine. This will be fine. Some of these challenges are incredibly difficult. So I don't have a lot of... Oh, good. More experience I can't use. I don't have a lot of high hopes I'm going to be able to finish this. We're pretty strong so far, but we'll see. I think I want to get rid of this guy. I don't want to take that 21 damage. I don't like it. Yep. So yeah, that's not gone well for them. Yeah. So all this stuff counts as items that I use. So that thing's gonna trigger like constantly, which is great fun. Okay, this has gone well. All right. So we have a sharp rotator. Deals 3 damage. Redirects. The problem is we're kind of running out of the ability to get stuff to be able to spin it the way we need to. The sharp redirector would be good though. This I can move down like this. No, that would be bad because it would go in and then come back and hit me again. I don't think I can do it. I would love to be able to bounce it. It's just I can move all of this forward one maybe. Yeah, that thing kind of kills it. I just don't. The problem is trying to get it all to work correctly and be able to do what I need it to do. There's a few items I could really use, and it's not being helpful. This stuff is all not helpful. All right, I think let's get rid of this guy if we can, which we should be able to. Yep, dead. You're gonna try to hit me for 11, but I'll block it. It'll be fine. All right, yep, and you're gonna die from the flames. I've been down in a burning ring of fire. All right, let's see. 2, poison maybe. Maybe we'll take the poison this time. Poison sounds good. Hi, Mr. Train. Oh, I don't think it's coming across. All right, good. Max heat add block. That may be a good one. Let's take max heat add block. All right, so we've done that. See, plus forge to a slot. Yep, let's do that. Yeah, so now we got another plus forge 2. So, and then we have basically another slot down there now. So now if we run into somebody else, we can increase that thing even further, because that's something that the bad guys want us to be able to do. Red pearl. This is all buying. Like, this would be great, but the problem is it's like I can't bouncing this doesn't do me any good. I'd have to have a way to be able to get it out, and I'm running out of room inside of it to be able to get stuff in and out. So I don't have a lot of room in my backpack to kind of deal with all kinds of craziness. Let's get rid of the old blocking guy here. There you go. We got 33 block now. Oh, you're gonna hit me with goo. Oh, I wish I'd have seen that. I would have got rid of you. All right. And then I ankle for 2 combats. That thing's not getting moved anytime soon. Let's see. I hope that doesn't mess up my. This can cause me to do less damage. Oh, did it eat all of it? That sucks. That's fine. They're not getting through my defenses right now, so that's the important part. All right, let's get rid of this guy. You're still here. Oh, now you're angry because I killed all your buddies. All right, that's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Get out of here. There you go. Let's see. Get items. The problem is I'm so restricted with the amount of stuff that I can carry. I need that repeater. I really need that repeater. Really? Right past the repeater. Yep. Can I closer? We'll just I'm not taking that thing, so of course. That's fine. Let's get rid of these blocky dudes. Because these guys are just going to get beat with the pulsars. Or just this thing. Like, if I could get these things to start triggering, these guys would be in trouble. We would go AoE build real fast. Which is great until you run into a boss. And then it's not so much fun. And I think most of these things are doing range damage, so I don't think I'm taking damage from it. Yeah, the only thing I'll take damage from the thorns is that thing. That one's great, but not helpful. Yeah, nothing is really super helpful here, and unfortunately, I'm kind of limited with what I can pull out of there. Oh, good, more experience that I can't pick up. I got to go out that way anyway. All right, let's go over here and see if there's anything. That's a cursed chest. Let's not deal with that today. 3 damage to a weapon. Do we want to go damage or do we want to go slow? Because slow, I think, removes their ability to block. I think just 3 damage is probably a better plan. So now, yeah, this thing's basically 11 damage, but we're hitting it with 5, so it's like 55 damage per turn. It's great. Just valuable, so we already did that one. Anything fun in here? Unlucky horseshoe, nothing super awesome. Anything in the box? Come on, come on, come on. No whammies. Actually, I don't really have a way to put that in there and use it. The problem is it's just not being able to load things. Like these things, I should get rid of them, but I'm hoping that I'll get something that I can use to use them here soon. I probably should get rid of that thing. It's gonna hit me with a curse thing in a minute. I don't like it. See, there it is. There's the curse thing. Don't like it. There you go. You're out of here. All right. Let's go see what this guy does. And the other thing you can do with this with crate also is you can turn auto run on, and it basically just runs, and it'll just keep running and running and running until the end. Alternate use that. That could be fun, except for we're not really set up for it. Let's see. Let's go check this guy out. Another one of those, which we can't actually use yet. That stuff is all great fun, but useless to me. All right, we're going to dip out before this guy. Don't need to deal with him. Go chat with our boss here real quick. So now the bad thing about auto run is once it's turned on, it just goes, and you can't stop it until you turn it back off. So if you have auto run on and you go from one boss to the next, then it will start doing that. Common item can be duplicated. Those are common items, but the problem is I just don't have room for that. I don't actually want any of these. To be 100% honest, like I don't want them. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get heal up all the way. I'm checking these because there's a couple of items that can make my life a whole lot easier. It's not even worth talking to Parcel right now because I don't have anything I need to send back. We're just literally kind of running off into hoping that we find something does what we need it to do. Adds 1 poison and redirects. That one's not too bad. We could replace that one and at least get poison to everybody. So we can change that out. Do that. That's something to collect there. We'll go check this one out. I think I got rid of my key. I did. I got rid of my key. Nothing good in there really that I can use. The healer would be great. Actually, you know what? That healer. Oh no, I'd have to burn. Would that be useful to do it though? To basically replace the defensive grid and basically get 1 health. Because that would allow me to start healing myself. I think that may be worth getting rid of that. Or maybe get rid of one of these. They can't use those yet really anyway. Alright, so that way it'll give us a little bit more healing. So that way if we do get hit, we have a chance to kind of heal ourselves. Because like this guy's, the flame's going to go through. Which I'm not a fan of. Oh, you're going to block me. You're a jerk. So basically now this thing's got Heals 1 hit point, regenerative rutstone, right? So basically every turn I'm gonna get another health from that. Oh, these are fire. Oh, I hate fire. I hate those things so much. Oh no, I was afraid of that. I may be hosed. This is gonna get painful really quick. Because it won't make the turn. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I was afraid it was gonna do that. And I don't think I can reorganize to turn. So I just basically what's gonna happen is gonna do that. It's gonna done. I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. Dead. All right. So then we get to basically grab one item from here, take that back to our base. We'll take the artifact back, I think. Actually, you know what? Let's take that back. So even if you fail the run, you still get to bring a single item back, plus whatever you sent back with parcel in the previous run. So you can kind of get some stuff like that. And then we can kind of go down here and we can run around town and we can add stuff. We can build things. You can kind of organize it wherever you want to. There's a lot of really coolness in this game. So if I go down here to my building menu here, so here's my beacon, item pedestal, beacon, target, like pots, garden beds, so you can kind of put whatever you want, dirt paths, bridge, quarries, houses, right? So all this stuff generates more. It's still not doing that. Continue game. Get that there. So you can kind of place all these guys around and kind of do different things, and you can build your town up, and you get all your people. The game is so in depth and it's so good. Oh, the mayor still wants his stuffed animal. I saw it once, and then I died, and then I've never found it again. The path does this really cool item here, where if you go in here, everything that's connected by the path, I can go into the town hall and kind of choose that stuff and figure out, that way I don't have to go to each individual building. I can just kind of go to one place and do that if you want. If you're trying to find out somebody that has something here, you hit that button, and then it'll highlight the people that want to talk to you, and then you can just left click them, and it will basically take you straight to the person. So that way, if you're trying to find somebody, you can do that. The game is so good. Yeah, I eventually got to get down to lower floors. So, but hopefully you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am. Like I said, the Towns is released now. The game is released into 1.0. I couldn't be happier for the devs. It's such a great thing. You guys be safe, and we'll talk to y'all next time. As always, if y'all do like the videos, make sure you like them. Do the, if you have a question, comment, concern, leave that down below. And make sure you're subscribed to see more of this or any of the other games that I'm playing. With that, we'll let y'all go and catch y'all next time. Bye.